Hello students, welcome to the valuation of mergers problem 3. So here the problem 3, it is given as ABC Limited wants to acquire XYZ Limited by exchange one share in ABC Limited for every two share of XYZ Limited. So here ABC Limited is an acquiring firm that is interested to acquire an XYZ Limited. So here the XYZ Limited is in a target firm. So here the exchange rate is already been given to you in the question. The exchange ratio is by exchanging one share of ABC for every two shares of the target company, it would like to give one share. Give two share, in return take one share. That is nothing but for every one share, that is 0.5 share of an acquiring firm. For every two share, it is a one share. For every one share of a target company, it is nothing but 0.5 shares of an acquiring firm. So exchange rate is already given to you here. So followed by profit after tax or earning after tax. EAT stands for earning after tax. Then EPS followed by P ratio is been given to you. Okay, this is new additional information what is given as a P ratio. Fine, what is that it is asking you to calculate is EPS of an ABC Limited after the acquisition. So ABC Limited, that is an acquiring company, what is the earning per share of in a company after the merger by taking into the exchange ratio of 1 is to 0.5. Then second question is equivalent EPS for XYZ Limited, right? Before the merger, the EPS of target company is 0.5, right? So what would be the new EPS after the merger? That is where it is asking you to calculate here. Then the third question would be expected market price per share of ABC Limited after the acquisition. Assume P multiple remain unchanged. What is the expected market price of ABC Limited after acquisition? By using P ratio, we need to use a relative valuation model here, where the price of the share can be calculated by taking the product of EPS into P ratio. That is, P ratio before and after of an acquiring company remains the same. I need to take into the consideration EPS after the merger. What is the new EPS after the merger multiplied by the P ratio of an acquiring company will give you a new market price of the share for the acquiring company. And the fourth sub question here would be market value of merged firm. What is the market value? Market value is nothing but market capitalization of the merged firm. So that is nothing but market price of the share that we have been calculated in the sub question 3 multiplied by outstanding shares. That is, outstanding shares of an acquiring company remain the same, right? Target company we take 1 is to 0.5, by which number of shares will alter changes. So what is the total market value? Fine, let's proceed. The first thing that we need to calculate before we proceed on to the first question is, first we need to know what are the number of outstanding shares for the acquiring company and to the target company, right? So the formula to know the number of outstanding share is earnings after tax divided by earning per share. Since two values are being given in the question, for ABC Limited, that is acquiring company, 25 lakhs is the earning after tax divided by EPS is 5. It comes out to be 5 lakh shares, whereas for XYZ Limited, 5 lakhs divided by 2.5 comes out to be 2 lakhs shares. This is the input that we'd like to know before we proceed on to the sub question 1, right? Let's move on to sub question 1. Sub question 1 here is calculate EPS of ABC Limited after the merger, right? After merger, EPS is equals to total earnings after merger divided by number of shares of ABC Limited plus exchange ratio into number of shares of XYZ Limited. Total earnings after merger, that is earnings which has been given in the question, EAT value of acquiring company and the target company, that is 25 lakhs and 5 lakhs. As it is, we have been writing here, whole divided by number of shares of acquiring company. As we have been calculated here, the number of shares of acquiring company is 5 lakhs plus exchange ratio which is given in the question as 0.5. That is, for every one share it is 0.5, for every two share it is 1, right? So we are taking for every one share, that is 0.5 multiplied by number of shares of a target company, that is 2 lakhs. Here the after merger EPS comes out to be 5. The second sub question is equivalent EPS for XYZ Limited. Just here make a correction here. EPS after merger into exchange ratio. What is the EPS after merger? EPS after merger for target company is the EPS of the acquiring company. So EPS of acquiring company is 5 here, right? Multiplied by exchange ratio. What is the exchange ratio? It is not 1:1, so it is 0.5. So 5 into 0.5, it comes out to be 2.5. It remains the same. EPS for the target company before the merger and after the merger remain the same here. Fine. So coming to the next here, the third sub question, expected market price after merger, right? So we need to calculate expected market price by using a relative valuation method, right? That is, since it is given P ratio, that hints to us that we need to use a relative valuation, that is by taking EPS into P ratio, right? So EPS after merger, which we have been calculated in the sub question 1, multiplied by P ratio, which is given in the data of an acquiring company. So EPS after merger was 5, multiplied by P ratio of an acquiring company is 8. So since it is said that there is no change in the EPS before and after, so we have been taking as a 8, which is given in the data, right? 8 into 5 comes out to be 40. That is the post merger, the market price would be the rupees 40. Fine. So last sub question here, what is the total market value? That is nothing but market capitalization after the merger. To calculate the total market value, what we need to take is after merger market price per share, as we are calculated in the sub question 3, multiplied by total number of shares after the merger, right? After merger market price per share is rupees 40, we are calculated in the sub question 3, multiplied by total number of outstanding shares after merger. That is, after merger for acquiring company before and after remains the same, that is 5 lakhs, plus for target company it is 1 lakh. How do we get 1 lakh? Before merger it was 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs multiplied by 0.5, it comes out to be 1 lakh, right? So by taking into the consideration of these two, multiplied by post merger market price, we will get the total market value as 240 lakhs. Fine. By which we will complete our question number 4. Thank you.